And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tonight, Video Productions has its continuing coverage of the 2024 New River CTC Invitational being presented by Little General Stores. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, and we're getting you ready for what we think, Eric's going to be a very intriguing, very interesting 4A battle between the Musselman, the Applemen from the Eastern Panhandle, 6-1, against the Beckley Flying Eagles, 3-3. Musselman came down here last night, Eric. They beat Greenbrier East, and then they made their way to Beckley here today to prepare for this game tonight. Beckley 3-3, coming off a really tough loss against Shady last Friday, trying to get back in the win column here tonight.
Yeah, and I think Beckley's looking forward to getting back out on the court. I mean, after getting handed to him a little bit by Shady, and this is going to be, like you said, an intriguing matchup because Musselman looks like they bring a lot of size and some senior guard play, so this will be an interesting one tonight.
Well, you know, Beckley has a couple of players that average in double figures. And, of course, the number one player is not available for Beckley, and you're taking 28 points a game out of the lineup. And I'm talking about Elijah Redfern, who got hurt back before Christmas in a game against University up in Morgantown. So Beckley's had to play, of their 6 games, they've had to play 4 of them without Elijah Redfern. But Kobe Dillon has really stepped up and able to knock it down. On the flip side for Musselman comes in here. They have 3 players averaging double figures, and they have the 4th player right on the cusp of averaging double figures.
Yeah, and that's a lot to contend with. Beckley's going to have to find some other scoring, but they have guys that are more than capable of getting in double figures on any given night. So that's what this team can build without not having Elijah Redfern. I like to see them move more towards more people getting into scoring column.
The one thing that I do like about this Beckley team is the fact of, pretty much touching on what you just said, that they don't have to rely on one person now that Elijah Redfern is out of the lineup. Kobe Dillon has really been that consistent scorer, but other guys I think can get their own shot. I think, you know, Preston Clary has played well, and I think it's just growing and continue to play well. And I think also Zion Hawthorne, I think he's best off the dribble. I know he's not really a true point guard, but have to play that position because of the injury, and I think he's better when he's slashing and going to the basket.
Yeah, and one thing that I like about Zion Hawthorne, he really plays bigger than his size. I mean, he can get to the rim, plays really, really tough defense, so I look for him to really get after it tonight.
It'll be important, too, for rebounding. Beckley Biggs will have to play well tonight, and I think you'd agree they really didn't have their best game against Shady last week.
Yeah, and that if there was one thing I think the coaches probably went over, of course I don't know, but I'm just guessing because it looks like, Shady really wanted to rebound more than Beckley did in the last game.
Yeah, this is only the 3rd time ever meeting. They met back in the 2009 state tournament. They met one other time here in this building. Beckley has won both of those, and we'll see how that works out tonight. We'll take our first break. We're counting you down to the tip between Beckley and the Applemen of Musselman, and we'll be right back after these words on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesars stuffed Crazy Crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic-flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. This is day 2. This is the 4th game today, but the 9th game overall in this 2024 New River Community and Technical College Invitational, presenting sponsor Little General Stores. If you weren't with us earlier, we've already had 3 games played this afternoon on into the evening, and Eric, I'll give you the results of those because I know you were out doing your other job working today and maybe not had time to check in. But in a girls' game, Bluefield beat Shady in the 1 o'clock game 47-34. In a girls' game, it was Wyoming East beating Princeton 64-27. And then in the boys' game, Wyoming East made it a sweep, beating Princeton 45-39. And one of the things, Eric, that I told Bill when Bill O'Brien and I were working that Princeton Wyoming East girls' game, you don't have very many tournaments where you have the same schools play each other back-to-back in both boys and girls.
Yeah, and I think, but that's good. That's really good the way you do that because you can get more fans out, Maris, to come and both teams can support one another, and I think that's really smart scheduling.
Yeah, just like here tonight, we're getting ready to have Beckley and Musselman tip here in about 3.5 minutes or so. Following this, you and I will have the Beckley girls taking on Spring Valley. So Beckley going through their warm-ups, Musselman still going through theirs. We'll take one final break, come back and get you ready for the opening tip tonight between the Applemen of Musselman, 6-1, and the Flying Eagles of Beckley, 3-3. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from 1 location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. We have Andrew Bolin and Jackie Moon on camera. Eric, we're about a minute away from getting this game started. So Beckley 3-3, Musselman 6-1. You know, it's really hard to say what you and I are expecting because we really don't know that much about Musselman. The fact they are 6-1, as I mentioned earlier, they beat Greenbrier East last night. They stayed at the Greenbrier and then made their way to Beckley here this afternoon to prepare for this game this evening.
Yeah, and I think that's smart of the coaching staff when you plan on coming to Southern West Virginia to go ahead and get 2 games, out of the way, and them coming down last night, getting a win, and really having the day to just rest and chill. I think that bodes well for them and gives them a chance tonight.
Yeah, they're in a very tough region. You've got Jefferson, Hedgesville, Martinsburg, Washington, and I know there's another team, of course, the Applemen, and that might be the 6th that's in it. And I'm not really sure which team. I don't have that in front of me with the sections of how it's in, but they're all in the same region. So all of those schools I just mentioned, 2 of those will represent that particular part of the state in the state tournament.
Yeah, and it's good to get a look if you're a team from up north. It's good for both teams the way this is structured and set up because, as you can remember, Jefferson, not a lot of teams from the south knew about them last year, and they came down and beat George Washington, who was a tournament favorite.
And a few years back, Hedgesville actually won the state title game.
Yeah, and Hedgesville, that's one that really built their program, and they're anytime they get into the state tournament, they're a factor or a force that can win it.
And, as good as Martinsburg over the years have obviously been in football, it hadn't really translated that much in recent years on the basketball court. Of course, they did win one like a long time ago back in the 90s, in 94, but I don't think Martinsburg, if my memory serves me correctly, they won one other. They beat Beckley in the 2013.
In the 2013
Well, I was
title.
saying since then, they've only won one since then.
And they had a very dynamic player who went on to play 4 years at Clemson.
Yes.
Yes.
So for the Musselman, the Applemen, their coach is Derek Baselli as they introduce their team. And we put up their starters there. You can see Shelton, McLean, Mahood, and Woolston. Woolston averages 10 a game. Actually, I beg your pardon, 12 a game. Mahood averages 10 a game. McLean at 14 a game. And then they have a kid named Aiden Santa Maria. How you like that?
Yes.
Like Santa Maria. Sail Sail the Ocean Blue in 1492.
1492.
Yeah, Santa Maria, he comes in at 9 points a game. Beckley now being introduced. Kobe Dillon, Zion Hawthorne, Preston Clary, Drew Fitzwater, and Jalen Walton. But Eric, I think you touched on something that's good. It's good to play somebody you don't normally play, or you don't play a team year in, year out, because you never know when you might end up playing them maybe in March in Charleston, or somebody with a similar style to them.
Well, and exactly right, and that's what you're saying. And a lot of people say there's contrasting styles between the South and North, and there is a little bit. And if you think kid psyche, if Musselman can come down here and beat Beckley, they're going to say, hey, we can beat anybody down. They'll be scoreboard watching the rest of the year and see how Beckley matches up and vice versa. And Beckley will see how they match up with all the teams in their region.
That's for sure. Of course, I think with any game and any team, if you're Beckley coach Ron Kidd, I think it's imperative that Beckley get off to a good start here tonight.
Yeah, and, they have a bad taste in their mouth, from what transpired in the last game that they were on this court. So let's see how they come out.
But, Beckley's first 6 games has really been a very brutal schedule. On the road at Greenbrier East, the game they won. They beat University in that tournament at Morgantown. Then they lost to Morgantown. Then they lost to South Charleston before they won a thriller against Oak Hill, a game you and I had in the Little General Tournament last week, before losing in the title game to Shady in that Little General Tournament. So right at 500, 3-3 Beckley. The Applemen of Musselman come in at 6-1.
And right now I think they've shaken up the lineup a little bit. Philip Law is in the starting.
Yes, he is. So Philip Law will be in the starting lineup.
And I think he's replacing Drew Fitzwater from the last game. So.
Right. So that's the only difference. The other 4 we gave you is correct. Is Walton's in the center circle. You've got Walton, Clary, Dillon, Hawthorne, and like you said, Law in and Fitzwater not starting this game tonight.
And you know what? A lot of kids shouldn't worry about who starts or it's all about who contributes. And look for Drew Fitzwater, to keep a level head when he gets in. Players play.
Well, it's like this, Eric. When you get in, if you have good minutes, you get more minutes.
That's correct.
That's how it is. All right, we're ready to go. And in the center circle will be Mahood, and he will jump. We are ready to go. Officials gives us the thumb up. Mahood for Musselman, and he will jump against Beckley's Walton. And we are ready to go. Musselman will control the tip, work to the basket to our left. Beckley, man to man. Yes. I know, I was reading your mind. I know you was going to say that. Nice cut back door, and it's blocked from behind, but a foul. And the foul will go against Beckley's, not Walton, but Law.
And a good pick and roll right there. Sorry for stepping on you right there, partner. As we see on this give, and Law misses, and good up top, but more with the body.
Yeah, and I think so too. Maybe he comes down a little bit as the free throw is no good.
And guess what? That foul ends up being a decent foul because that was a sure layup.
So here comes the second free throw by Matt Mahood, and he makes 1 of 2, and Musselman cracks the scoreboard first. Here's Beckley, the first possession, and Hawthorne turns it over. And really, if you're Coach Kidd, you got like, my good, that's an unforced error right there. Just a simple play. Hawthorne getting the ball across the midcourt stripe and then turns it over.
Yeah, first possession turnover and first possession foul. So see if they can shake this off.
So here's Musselman with it. Beckley playing man-to-man. And Musselman, size-wise, will match up well with Beckley.
Sometimes there's an advantage in playing last night, too. They look real crisp as they take the shot and miss it in their offense right now.
Mahood misses that shot from the corner. Back the other way. Here's Beckley with it. Kobe Dillon now at the point.
And Musselman's in the man-to-man.
Beckley, want to post up. Kobe Dillon spots up for three, and it's good. Kobe Dillon gets Beckley on the board as he rains a three ball.
I don't know if Musselman got the memo on Kobe Dillon because that's a little too wide open right there.
That's way wide open. And like I said, that's like a three-point layup. Nice take to the basket. A beautiful finish by Woolston.
And that's a very athletic move. That's going to be tough for the bigs to really guard him in this man-to-man because he beat Phillip Law easy.
You're right, Eric. When you put the ball on the deck for a big man like that and you get to the rack the way he did, that was easy. Here's
that
Clary.
Wasn't just a couple of dribbles.
No, he went like right
drive.
behind, yes. It was a nice dribble drive and got the easy layup. Now back the other way, Beckley turns it over.
Another athletic play.
Yeah, right down the lane, and what do we got? We got a Beckley foul.
I think that's going to be on Dillon, maybe whistled on Dillon on the hold.
You are right.
And that's what they get. And right now, Mr. Woolston right here, he looks like he is the most athletic guy on the court right now.
And a big fella.
A great steal, great drive to pick up the foul, which is a second team foul for Beckley.
Yes, and the first on Kobe Dillon. Musselman will inbound on the baseline. But, yeah, they've got some athletic guys. Here's a three ball. It's too strong, but an offensive rebound, and it'll stay with Musselman.
Once again, the glass woes, and I know it's only, 2 minutes into the contest, but they have got to be better on the basketball, on the glass, Beckley does.
That was McLean on that three ball. McLean entered the game averaging 14 points a game. He's their team's leading scorer. He had a good look. He just missed that three. Here's Musselman running some offense. Working it around the horn. They whip a pass inside. Good defense by Beckley. Nice interior pass. And there's the third foul on Beckley. I think it'll be Hawthorne that will be whistled for the foul. As Woolston will get to the line to shoot a pair for the Applemen as we watch the little general replay here, Eric.
Yeah, and this is 4 possessions, another backdoor cut, and on the cut to the basket, able to pick the foul up, and he makes 1 of 2.
And that's already 3 team fouls on Beckley. The first personal foul on Hawthorne, second free throw by Woolston is good. He made them both.
Good-looking player.
Yep. So here's Beckley on the attack. Clary on the drive into the lane, puts up the short shot and scores. Nice play by Preston Clary. And I think he's going to turn out, I think he's a good player. He's going to get better.
What I've talked to a lot of people that ask me about Preston is the injury kind of held him back last year. And he's only going to get better the more minutes in varsity he gets because he's a good-looking ball player.
Yeah, and he can get his own shot by going off the dribble as he did on that occasion. Around the horn they go. McLean will dial it up for 3. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Beckley comes out of there with it with Law. Beckley will push it up. Clarity, they trap him in the paint. Hawthorne will rain a 3, and he'll hit.
Good inside-out game right there. Good recognition by both Hawthorne and Clary. He gave it to Clary, and Clary with the defense collapsed, and he kicked it back out to Hawthorne for the 3.
Yeah,
and you see they're big. Mears is bringing the ball
it up. And that 3 ball by Hawthorne, what a high arching rain 3 down in the low post. There's a nice finish, an easy layup that time by Mahood.
And that's his 3rd point of the night.
Hawthorne on the drive into the lane, scoop shot, heartbreak. That was halfway down and pops back out, and Musselman will have possession of the ball.
Well, let's see this on the replay. I think the refs may have missed this. This looked like it was.
Well, that's the last 3 ball by Hawthorne. And Musselman will have possession. Beckley will show full court pressure. And you're right, Eric, when you have a big, this is a tough matchup.
Yeah.
For Law to have to play Woolston that far from the basket.
Because you're going to have to help, and this is what happens.
Great backdoor cut by Shelton, and Musselman takes the lead. That was a nice play, nice backdoor cut, a reverse layup. And the Applemen are up 1. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 1.
And the way Musselman's initiating their offense, Beckley's going to have to make some adjustments.
Beckley working the perimeter. Hawthorne on the drive. And now maybe try to set a screen for Kobe Dillon. Preston Clarity will dial up a 3. It doesn't go. And the Applemen come out of there with the rebound.
And that time Preston didn't quite get his feet set and to knock that down, but he's going to have, that's the shot he's going to have to make.
Good ball moving. Here's a 3 on the far side. Not there by the Applemen. It's out of bounds back over to Beckley. That shot was taken by Colton Shelton, a sophomore, and it doesn't go. So 3.5 for the opening quarter. The Applemen of Musselman, they lead Beckley by a point. Hawthorne off a screen. Now they get it to Kobe Dillon.
Yeah, I think Musselman's really, they got the memo. Got it late, but they got it.
That ball went in, but the shot won't count. They'll foul Kobe Dillon on the drive.
That's on Colton Shelton. That'll be his first.
And that'll
team's
be
first.
Yep. So it'll be time for Beckley to throw it in under their own basket. Here's Kobe Dillon with it. Getting the ball into the paint, and we got a foul.
I thought they called some steps, but they got the foul, the bump first.
Yep. That's why there were steps, because they got a little bump on there.
That's going to be whistled on Woolston. It'll be his first.
Nate White will check into the Appleman lineup. Kobe Dillon dials it up from way downtown and hits. From another zip code, Kobe Dillon rains a 3. You know, you just gotta be all up in him. I mean, you know, hey, when he's dressing for the game, if you're defending him, you gotta be right beside him, dressing yourself if you're going to defend him.
That's correct.
You cannot give Kobe Dillon that kind of space if you're whoever plays Beckley. Nice cut back door, and they can't handle the pass. But if they'd have handled that, Eric, that would have been, I think, it would have been another layup. That's Santa Maria into the ball game.
I mean, look, this is deep.
Look at that. That's a deep 3. Give him 4 for that.
In the photo, the Golden Bear logo was right beside him, across from him.
On the Pepsi instant replay, yeah, give Kobe Dillon, put another point in the book for him, right? Well, if you got that kind of range, that's like downtown Freddie Brown back in the day.
Drew
Travel. Yep.
And Drew Fitzwater is checked in.
Yep, as Hawthorne turns it over. So the Applemen will have it with a chance to tie or regain the lead. Beckley will show full court pressure. They can obviously tie with the 2, take the lead with the 3. Working around the horn. Santa Maria on the drive. Nice block by Drew Fitzwater. Good help defense by the big fella.
Yeah, and what made that play is Walton was able to slide over, and if they'd have dribbled one more time, may have dribbled into a charge. But good team defense, as you stated.
So Musselman inbound on the baseline. Throw the ball back out to Shelton. And now White has it now. Around the horn they go. Good ball movement, trying to get somebody free. There's a cutter. The pass was a little off, or that might have been a layup.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of passing and cutting on the weak side. And really, you can't fall asleep on the cutter.
Right.
You have to communicate.
You cannot overplay, or they'll backdoor you for a layup. Here's a drive. They pass it inside and they score. Nice pass that time by Shelton. Shelton with the assist, and Woolston able to score to tie the game.
Woolston able to get his 6th point of the quarter.
Here's Kobe Dillon with it. Preston Clarity with it now. Beckley setting a play. Clary on the drive, gets into the lane, they cut him off. The big fella Fitzwater steps out behind the 3-point line and drains a 3 ball.
And that's one thing he's done consistently early. You know, he's knocked down a couple of long balls.
And
turnover.
Yeah, Musselman throws it away. And you're right, Drew Fitzwater, you figure guys his size normally don't go out behind the three-point line. And not only did he do it, he shot it with confidence. And when the ball left his hand, I knew it was going in.
Yeah, it looked good, got his feet up under him, but a great recognition by Preston Clary as once he got into the paint, he had his head up and found him in the corner for the three.
Justin Brown will check into the Applemen lineup. So it's been a very, very good, entertaining first quarter. The third meeting ever between these two schools. They played in the 2009 state tournament and one other year here in Beckley. As Kobe Dillon puts up a 15-footer. He missed that because he was too close. Yeah, he pulled inside the three-point arc. Fitzwater with a pass down low. There's Walton. Here's Dillon, Zion Hawthorne on the drive and a nice feed. And Beckley right now on a 5-0 run to take this 5-point lead. Could be last shot time of the quarter for the Applemen. And getting right to the rim and laid it in is Troy Woolston. He's been an outstanding player. Here's Kobe Dillon. Last shot time. Can he get it off? He cannot. They turn it over, and that's the end of the quarter. It's been a very entertaining, exciting first quarter. At the end of one, Beckley, the Flying Eagles, lead the Applemen by the score of 16-13. We'll be back for the second quarter after this on Video Productions.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets. Pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Welcome you back into Beckley. The 2024 New River CTC Invitational being presented by Little General Stores. This is the 6th annual version of this event, and Eric has just gotten better and better. And what a great job that Mike Green and his staff have done putting up another excellent tournament. And we're not even quite halfway done yet. 28 games, and this is game number 9, so we still got 5 more games to go before we get to the halfway point.
Yeah, and the thing is, been great matchups. He's done a great job of really getting teams together in good matchups.
Of course, he did tell me that next year might be a little different because New Year's Day is going to follow with the leap year coming. It's going to follow. The New Year's Day is going to follow in the middle of the week, so that's going to perhaps change what they do. As here's Kobe Dillon on the drive. He kicks it out with a pass to Hawthorne. The three is no good, but there's Walton on the offensive board, puts it up, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and the Applemen come out of there with it.
Yeah, but that's a plus. I mean, a good sign seeing an offensive rebound. Didn't see a lot of one and dones in their last game, and that's a good sign. Just have to learn to finish.
So here are the Applemen, their first possession of the second quarter. Here's a three. It is good. The three ball by Gavin McLean to tie the game. So after Beckley, Eric went on a mini 5-0 run. Now the Applemen on a 5-0 run to tie the game. Nice pass to Fitzwater. Fitzwater in traffic, puts up the short shot. It doesn't go, but another offensive rebound for Beckley. An interior pass. Fitzwater misses another one close range. Fitzwater had 2 good looks. And then there will be a foul on the Applemen of Musselman.
And that's one thing the big guy has to learn to finish right here. As you can see, good one.
Yep.
Zion
nice
gets a
pass.
great
little
rebound.
Shovel pass.
Yeah, you just got to power dribble and finish strong off the glass.
So the Musselman Applemen are currently on a 5-0 run after Beckley went on a 5-0 run to take a 5-point lead. The Applemen have tied the game.
And now they've gone to a 2-3 zone here.
But if you're in a zone, you got to know where number 10 in white is, and that's Kobe Dillon. He puts it on the deck, gets into the lane. We got a whistle, and he turns it over. Yeah, anytime you play zone, if you're playing Beckley, and I don't think it's anything that what we're saying in this game. I think other people have scouted Beckley. They've seen Beckley whether in person or on video productions, and they know that Kobe Dillon, they know the range that he has, that if you play zone, that's one guy you have to get out on.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. It's a 16-16 game, and Beckley knocked down 4 3-pointers in that first quarter as they've inserted Nazir King into the lineup. Beckley.
King, even though he fouled out, I thought he played fairly well on Friday.
I think he was their toughest on the glass, actually.
So the ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Musselman.
I know he had a tough draw in who he drew Gordon, so yeah.
So the Applemen will put it in play, and he stepped out of bounds, a turnover, and the ball will go back to Beckley. Beckley 3-3, and the Applemen of Musselman, they are 6-1. So Beckley trying to regain the lead with this possession. Around the horn they go. Here's Preston Clarity on the drive. They cut him off. Hawthorne. Tough shot, fall away, and he needs a roll and got it. That's a very difficult shot, and Hawthorne able to hit it, and now Beckley regains the lead.
I like how he created space that, being left-handed, that was actually not as difficult a shot. That's a little long.
Yeah, but there's the Appleman's guy with the rebound, and Fitzwater with a nice block from behind.
A lot of contact on that follow, but let him play.
Here's Dillon for 3. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout. It's both teams. It's been a Beckley 5-point run, an Appleman 5-point run, and now a Beckley 5-point run. We'll take a break. 5:20 for the half. Beckley up 5. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Eric, it's been a game of runs. Beckley had a 5-point run to go up 5. Then Musselman had a 5-point run to tie the game. And now Beckley on another 5-point run to take a 5-point lead, which equals their largest lead of the game.
And you know what, Maris? Both teams are running their offense great in the half-court set. Musselman's been backdooring Beckley to death, and Beckley's been able to free up Kobe Dillon for the 3.
Here's a 3 from the near side corner. Good. The 3 by McLean.
And right out of the timeout, so that was a great timeout.
Here's Kobe Dillon with it. They cut him off. Here's the steal by McLean. Clarity ought to just let him go. He does, and McLean able to score back-to-back hoops.
5-0 run.
Just like that. And now Beckley turns it over, and now the ball's out of bounds off of the Appleman. It'll stay with the Flying Eagles. But isn't it amazing? You had Beckley go on a 5-0 run. Then you had Musselman on a 5-0 run. Then Beckley a 5-0 run. Then Musselman on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, right back at you each time.
So here's Beckley with a chance to regain the lead. There's Clarity on the drive. They cut him off. Fitzwater will dial it up for 3. It's not there this time. He hit the last one. And now Musselman with a continue to add to their run.
This may be the first 7-0 run.
Yeah, or an 8-0 run. A lot of motion by Musselman. That pass wasn't good, and it's out of bounds off of Beckley. Good hustle by King.
Well, King was able to do what a defensive back does. He got into the back pocket of the cutter right there and almost intercepted the pass.
So McLean will put the ball in play for the Applemen on the baseline. We're approaching the halfway point of quarter number 2, which has been a very entertaining game.
Yeah, and as we thought it would, travel.
Yep.
And as you stated at the top, this was a very intriguing matchup, and it's lived up to that.
And the thing about it, Beckley always they try to do what they do. They want to play their way regardless of who they're playing. And I think for the biggest part, the Applemen of Musselman has done the same thing.
Yeah.
Just play the way they play.
Yeah, now that's what I said. I think both teams are doing what they usually do.
Hawthorne will dial it up from distance, and that's not answered. As I thought that was maybe a little out of his range, a little tough shot for Beckley that time. Back the other way. Here's McLean on the drive, takes it to the glass and lays it up and in.
7 straight points.
7 straight. Musselman now up 2. Here's Preston Clarity. Hawthorne on the drive into the lane. Fitzwater's posting up. They don't get him the ball. Clarity shoots a little short jump shot. Needs a roll, doesn't get it. Bounced around, tipped around once, twice off the glass. And Wolston skies high for the Applemen for the rebound.
Great outlet pass here.
Nice spin move, fade away, in and out, no good. Long rebound out to Hawthorne.
Could be numbers here.
Beckley on the move. Hawthorne whips a pass. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Beckley. But Beckley could have had a layup. You're right, Eric. They had numbers, and they don't get the layup, but they will have possession.
And they also had Kobe on the trail and just not able to get anything out of that turnover.
So Hawthorne will put the ball in play. Beckley down 2. As Musselman is on a 7-0 run. Here's Hawthorne in the corner. Walton into the lane, spins, loses the ball, down on the floor. And what do we got? A timeout.
Musselman.
Musselman will take a 30-second timeout, and they'll have possession of the ball.
Yeah, either way, if that had been a jump ball, would have been their possession. The possession arrow is in their favor.
We'll take a quick break, be right back in 30 seconds here on video.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Well, 3:01 for the half, Eric, and Musselman right now with the momentum as they are currently on a 7-0 run and lead by 2 and now have possession of the ball as A.J. Thomas will see his first action for Beckley here tonight.
Yeah, and this has been a one-man 7-0 run by Gavin McLean as he's hit 2 threes in the quarter, but he also has 2 layups.
So out of the timeout, the Musselman Applemen have it. Beckley showing really good man-to-man defense.
Good overplay by A.J. Thomas right there to force, a secondary pass.
Woolston inside. It's an offensive foul. That's his second. That's great defense by King to take that charge.
Yep, great help defense, and that's big. That's a big foul at the 2:41 mark for Woolston, who's really dominated on the inside to pick that second foul up.
As he goes to the bench, half is probably done.
Yeah, and if you're Beckley, you have to take advantage of one of their big guns on the bench.
So it's been a while since Beckley has scored. There's Kobe Dillon trying to change that into the lane, and he throws the ball a little bit behind A.J. Thomas, and Beckley turns it over.
Yeah, good cut, just a little behind him. And
nice drive to the basket, and one. That's a beautiful take by Mahood, and he gets the hoop and the harm.
Nazir King got a little out of position, and that'll be his first.
And it's currently, as we watch the replay here, Eric, it's currently a 9-0 run by the Applemen.
Yeah.
And trying to make it a 10-0 run if he can polish off the three-point play.
And I can see where King may have not thought he fouled there, but if you just got to get out of the way. You can't give up a three-point play like that.
So from being down 5 to now being ahead by 5, it's a 10-0 Musselman run. And like I said, Beckley's been stuck on 21 for a while. Beckley had led 21-16, but the last 10 have been ran off by the Applemen, and they lead now by 5, equaling their largest lead of the game. Here's a pass inside. Walton, good head fake, and draws the foul, and he'll get to the line.
Yeah, good ball fake, and picks up the foul.
Santa Maria
picks up his foul, first foul.
And that's a good foul. You want Walton to earn it at the line. So Walton trying to break this 10-0 Musselman run. And Walton's first free throw is good. Second free throw by Walton.
It's going to be a lane violation if he misses.
And he got them both. So that will snap the Applemen's 10-0 run by a couple of free throws.
Whoop.
Good
Got away.
defense. Yep, and there's a foul, overplay by King.
Yeah, just a tad late, and I thought the aggressiveness of A.J. Thomas right there. He's either going to make you pick your dribble up, get a steal, or foul. He's going to make you earn getting the ball up the court.
That time King just a little too aggressive, and it'll be side out for Musselman. And even 2 minutes for the half, and the Applemen of Musselman have a 3-point advantage. Nice give and go out of that's a great play by the Applemen, as that's Mahood who scores. The lead back to 5 equals the largest lead of the game. Here's Hawthorne. They get the ball to King in the low post. King spins, and it'll be a foul. And it'll be 2 shots for King.
And a good show of sportsmanship by both teams, helping up King right there. King was bailed out. I think he was spinning into a travel right here, but yeah, definitely a foul.
And he'll get the line to shoot a pair.
And I think that was on McLean, Gavin McLean, his first.
You know, Beckley hasn't had a field goal in a while, Eric. The last 2 points they got was Walton at the line, and now King getting to the line. Their half-court game, as the free throw's good.
Yeah, their last bucket was the tough shot by Zion Hawthorne.
And that's been a while ago,
yes.
And their half-court game has really struggled because they have not been able to get in transition and get an easy bucket.
Yeah, and the thing is right here, though, if you can stay within shouting distance or maybe even get a stop here.
Well, King delivers both free throws at the line.
And this is smart to get King out, and Phillip Law was inserted back in the game as Nazir King fouled out the last game, got a quick 2 in this quarter.
But he knocks down a couple of free throws and gets Beckley within 3. Beckley with the full court press on. Good ball movement by the Applemen to break the press and get the ball in the front court. And now a nice play, a beautiful pass, and once again, Mahood able to finish. As I tell you, they have very crisp passing, good cuts to the basket. You can tell they're well coached, or the Applemen. Hawthorne on the drive, whips a pass to A.J. Thomas. Here's Law backing his way in, turns around, his shot's rejected. Santa Maria comes up with the block.
Yeah, he stayed home and just rejected it.
Under a minute for the half. Good ball movement by the Applemen. And then they throw the ball away. Hawthorne on the move. And then he loses the ball. And it comes right to Beckley. Here's Dillon for 3. And he couldn't get it to go. Santa Maria had it, lost it. A.J. Thomas will scoop it up, no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Beckley. Wow, what a sequence there.
Yeah, that was a frenetic pace right there. And I think that benefits Beckley, but they have to, get some points out of that. Last 2 fast break opportunities they've had, and they've had numbers and not able to come away with an easy bucket. Musselman's making it real tough on Beckley in transition.
So here's Hawthorne with it. And it looks like Beckley is going to hold for the final shot of the half. Hawthorne off a ball screen. Attacks the basket. Puts it up and in. That was a great move by Hawthorne.
That's his game. I like that. That is a great
And that's what we said on top. That's where Hawthorne's at his best, as you mentioned, driving to the basket. At the end of the first half, it is the Musselman Applemen lead the Beckley Flying Eagles 30-27 at the break. We'll come back. We'll recap the first half, give you numbers, team and individual, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And at the break, it's the Musselman Applemen leading the Beckley Flying Eagles 30-27. How it got that way, Beckley got the first bucket of the game and led 3-0. The game was even at 3, even at 5. And then Beckley had a 5-0 run to go up 16-11 before Musselman cut it to 16-13 at the end of the quarter. But that 5-point run for Musselman went into the second quarter. They scored the first 2, as I mentioned there, at the end of the first. And then they scored 3 more. So it was Beckley a 5-0 run, then Musselman a 5-0 run, then Beckley and Musselman, and the biggest lead has been 5 by both teams. In the lead right now, 3 at the break, 30-27. We're going to go ahead and take another halftime break. When we come back, Eric will go inside the numbers, and he'll go inside the numbers with team and individual totals, and we'll do it on the flip side of this break here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza. Hey, grab me one too.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. 3-point lead for the Applemen of Musselman over Beckley. And, Eric, you have the numbers, both team and individuals, of the first half.
Yeah, Musselman's really got some balance going on. As you stated, there were came in the game with 3 guys in double figures and 1 coming off the bench almost in double figures. And they have 2 young men with 10 points. Gavin McLean has 10, and Matt Mahood has 10. Knocking on double figures door is Troy Woolston with 8, and the only thing slowed him down in the second quarter for Musselman is Woolston picked up his second foul and had to sit out the last 3 minutes of the quarter. Beckley on the flip side is led tonight by Kobe Dillon with 9 in this first half, and Zion Hawthorne has 7, and Jalen Walton has 4, and they got a couple with 3. Fitzwater with 3, Nazir King with 2 from the free throw line, and Preston Clary with 2.
You know, Beckley, Eric, their 3-ball shooting has been good, 50%, 5 of 10.
Yeah, and anytime you do that, and their 2-point field goals aren't that bad, but that's where they're getting beat because Musselman is 12 of 21 from the floor. That's a hot 57%, and most of them been of the pass and cut layup variety.
Yeah, and Beckley's offense kind of bogged down a little bit in the half-court game, and there for a while they was only able to muster up like 4 free throws.
Yes, and that's a problem. It's good that they got to the line and went 4 for 4, but they need the flow of the game is when they had a chance to run in transition, the 2 times they were not able to get anything out of it, and they have to get that fixed.
We'll take one more break, come back and get you ready for the second half as the Applemen lead the Flying Eagles by 3, 30-27. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let him ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
And we welcome you back into the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bardsdale Court. And we're moments away, Eric, of getting the second half started. So, Eric, you got to put your coaching hat on. First of all, if you're in the visitors' locker room, the Applemen, what do you think Coach Basile is telling his squad?
Hey, keep running that efficient offense because Beckley doesn't have an answer right now for that backdoor cut, and they've been able to shoot layup after layup, and then they weren't very efficient from 3. I think they were only like 2 of 7. 3 of 7 maybe in the first half. No, 2 of 7. And they were all in that second quarter. And if you're Beckley, you have to defend better and get out in transition. I think Beckley needs to create some defensive pressure. They're at their best when they can get some steals and get some layups.
Well, you're right, because I think that's what Coach Kidd is thinking. Maybe got to extend the pressure because Beckley did not get very many easy buckets. I mean, the shots they got, they earned, but they were nothing through transition where they got out in the open court and they got easy baskets.
Yeah, and that's what they used to, Beckley basketball lives on trying to get you to turn the ball over. And each time that they did get a turnover, Musselman did a great job in transition defense, Mares, to foil any easy layups.
So anybody's game here at the break. We're moments away starting the second half. The biggest lead by both teams has been 5, and the lead is 3, 30-27 as we are ready to start the second half. We are ready to go. The referee gives us the thumbs up. Heck, Eric, we've been ready.
Been ready.
And let's see who will start with the possession. It will be the Applemen that will have the first possession of the second half. And getting ready to put the ball in play will be Mahood. We are ready to go. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Ready to start the second half, and A.J. Thomas will start the second half for Beckley.
And I think this is for defensive reasons as they give up the easy two to Woolston.
Yeah, nice pass over the top, and they led Woolston right to the bucket. He's able to catch, shoot, and score. The lead back to 5, which equals the largest lead of the game. Here's Hawthorne for 3. Back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we'll have a held ball, and the arrow will keep it with Beckley.
Yeah, Beckley possession. As Woolston, once he gets his hand on that ball, it's real tough. He's a physical presence.
So now they got A.J. Thomas now running the point. Walton at the high post makes his move. They double team him. Hawthorne open for 3. Got it. Hawthorne rains a 3 and brings Beckley within 2.
And here's that full court pressure you spoke up on.
There's a steal by A.J. Thomas. Hawthorne on the dribble. Over to Kobe Dillon. He shoots for the lead. It's short. Long rebound out to the Applemen. 2-on-1. Yes, they do. And Beckley gets back in transition. Woolston has his shot blocked. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Applemen. Here's a little general replay.
Good looking rotation as that left Hawthorne's hands, and that was a big 3. And back-to-back chances, Kobe Dillon usually knocks that down.
But you're right. I think A.J. Thomas in there for his defense as he hounds the Musselman player bringing the ball up the floor. Here's an open 3 from the right side. Back iron too strong. Battle for the rebound. Players go to the floor. We play on, and Beckley has it.
And I think A.J. Thomas is in there just for that, to speed up the offense. Don't let them get so comfortable.
Here's a 15-footer by Walton to tie the game.
Is that a 5-0 run?
That is. Boy, we've had that's the 5th 5-0 run. That seems to be the quota for tonight. And here's Hawthorne, almost had a steal in the backcourt. And now Beckley's pressure turns them over as they don't cross the midcourt stripe in the allotted 10 seconds.
And that's good defense right there, as Hawthorne was able to almost get a steal but induce the 10-second. And right now, the pace of the game, and this is the way Beckley wants this pace.
Yeah, and Beckley looks like they're starting the second half much more intensity on the defensive end than they did when they started the game.
And that's where, the game is won. On that side of the floor.
Kobe Dillon, that's a long 3, dials it up from downtown. And Beckley now on a 7-0 run. Here's a steal by A.J. Thomas. Walton with the finish. And the Applemen want a timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:57 for the third as we'll go to break watching this Walton, this bucket. And Beckley leads by 5. We'll be right back here on Video Productions. And we welcome you back to Beckley. And right now, as we've seen this before, Eric, 5-0 runs. 5-0 runs.
5-0 run.
And right now, going back to the first half, actually right now, Beckley's on a 10-2 run. They were down 30-27. And now they've scored 10 in this quarter.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I listened to your running score. Didn't Musselman do that in the middle of the second quarter?
Yes, they did.
10, so
they were down 5, and then they went up by 5 to go up by 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah. Or they didn't go up by 10. They just went on a 10-0 run.
From
being down 5 to going up 5.
Yes. So both teams are mirror images right now.
They have so far. And now Beckley with the momentum, and I think by starting A.J. Thomas in the second half is giving Beckley that defensive spark, as there's going to be a blocking foul on Kobe Dillon.
Hey, good try by Kobe, because Kobe Dillon because that's a bang-bang play. If we could get the replay, do we not have that replay? But that's a bang-bang play because if you can induce Woolston into his third foul, Maris, that would be huge to get him off the floor because I don't see him leaving him in there.
So that's the second foul on Kobe Dillon. That will be the team's first of this third quarter.
Still.
And A.J. Thomas reached in. He'll whistle him for the foul. And, you know, Eric, you told me during the break, of course, for people that don't know, A.J. Thomas is your cousin. So, you know, you told him, just to be aggressive. And that's what he was. And if they call a foul, they call a foul. But I thought that was a pretty good play.
Yeah, because his hands were, you know, how the offensive player swims through. If you can keep your hand in the zone sometimes, you're able to come up with the steal. And I'm sure they're not mad at that foul.
No. Because he has played good, solid defense for Beckley here in this third quarter. Down low, here's a short shot up and in. That's a nice move that time by Mahood. He's been solid for the Applemen here tonight.
And a much-needed bucket by the Applemen on that possession.
Hawthorne to Dillon. He cuts through the lane. He lost it momentarily, but able to get it back. Preston Clary on the drive into the lane. Little short shot is good. Preston Clarity knocks it down from about 8 feet in the center of the lane.
And that's his first bucket since the first quarter. And this is their best chance of getting the ball up the court. But he has to make sure he doesn't run into a charge.
Three ball, got it. And I tell you, McLean's had the hot hand as he rains a three ball from the far side corner.
And that's his 13th point and third three of the game.
Kobe Dillon for three, that's short. And Preston Clary with the offensive rebound. Walton shot. Rolls around, no good. And here comes the Applemen with a chance to tie or regain the lead. So back and forth we go, as we knew it would be. This has been a very interesting game, very exciting game. Into the lane, little short shot, in and out, no good. And A.J. Thomas clears the rebound for Beckley. Preston Clarity, 16-footer from the right side, won't go. The rebound is Shelton and a Beckley foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Walton. I think he was a product of just running into that would be his first.
And the team's third of the quarter. Beckley led 16-13 at the quarter. Musselman led 30-27 at the break. And Beckley leads by 2 now, coming up on the halfway point of the third quarter. And Woolston drives into the lane, and it'll be a foul, and he'll get to the line. I think they'll call that in the act of shooting.
Yeah, I don't know. They may call that on the floor.
And I think you're right. They'll call it on the floor. The foul will go against Walton. That's his second, team's fourth. So the next Beckley foul, and the Applemen will be at the line shooting free throws. They get the ball down low. They turn it over. Hawthorne comes out of there with it. Here's A.J. Thomas now. Clarity for three on the near side. It doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and the Applemen come out of there with it. Woolston with it. Races up the floor. Now they'll reset the offense.
And I see this pace. I think Musselman's content with that nice post up and score.
Yeah, nice play. Mahood able to post up. You're right, Eric. The pass made it. And just like that, the Applemen have now tied it up. They've outscored Beckley 7-2. Coming up on the 3-minute mark of the third. Here's Walton on the baseline. They cut him off. Walton into the lane. Spins. May have got away with the travel. Kobe Dillon. They cut him off. Walton a little short jump shot hits. Beckley regains the lead. That was pretty good defense, just better offense by the Flying Eagles on that possession.
And a much-needed bucket by Walton right there as he has 6 points in the quarter.
There's a block. Clarity in with the block. Beckley with numbers. Hawthorne runs the court, draws the foul, will get to the line. And that's what we talked about, Eric, the transition. The defense on one end leading to the good offense on the other.
Yeah, and great decision by Kobe Dillon on the bounce pass and led him right into the layup attempt, and maybe they can get 2 free ones here.
So Hawthorne at the free throw line, he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good. He's really been good at the free throw line this year.
Yes, he has. He didn't miss an attempt the other night, and you know why we're laughing. Yeah, but he really has, and Beckley on the night is 5 for 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to jinx him. He shoots too good for me to jinx him, right? I told you, nothing but net. Beckley back up now. They have a 4-point lead. But I think this pressure has given the Applemen a little bit of trouble.
Well, it sped him up, and look for Thomas right here to really make him strong with the basketball.
There's a nice drive getting to the lane, laid up and in. Beautiful play by Shelton with the left hand.
And that's Colton Shelton's first points of the night.
Well, man, he turned the corner and a nice finish with the left hand for the bucket. Preston Clarity on the move, puts up the shot over Santa Maria, off the glass, up and in. Nice play by Preston Clarity.
Neither team's able to get any distance between them and the other team.
That's why it's going to come down to, in the fourth quarter, possession here or there, Eric, I think, to see who's going to win this game. Here's a three. Good. Boy, I tell you, McLean has had a solid game for the Applemen here tonight. Cuts Beckley's lead to 1. Clarity on the drive into the lane. Finds Walton. Walton goes up, count it, and 1.
And that's big. That's the third foul on Woolston.
So that was a nice play as we watch the Little Caesar instant replay. Clarity with a nice pass.
Nice power
Walton,
dribble.
Power move. Good finish through the contact for the and 1.
Let's write that down. He picked that up at the minute 15 in the third.
And that's his third, as you mentioned, Eric, his third personal foul. Team's second here of the quarter. Walton trying to polish off the three-point play, and it's short. It just barely grazed the front of the rim. So coming up on the final minute of quarter number 3. What's been a very exciting, entertaining game between these two 4As. That ball's tipped, and Hawthorne comes out of there with it. Kobe Dillon spots up 3 on its way. Come on! Kobe Dillon from downtown. And Beckley with a 6-point lead, their biggest of the night. Like I said last week, Eric, when you see Kobe Dillon spot up for that, that's like a 3-point layup. And there's a Beckley foul.
It's going to be on Dillon.
Yep.
That'll be his third.
And Beckley over the limit. That'll be free throw time. As Kobe Dillon, as you mentioned, Eric, he'll get his third personal foul, the team's 5th.
And that's a big one as well. So the two big guns, two of the bigger guns for both teams, sitting with 3 entering the fourth quarter.
So Nate White will get to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 for the Applemen. First free throw is short.
Well, that's 2 back-to-back free throws. But legs, your legs are leaving, just barely grazing
the front of the rim, yep. We'll have the Beckley girls against Spring Valley. That'll follow this. That'll be the nightcap. And that'll wrap up this Wednesday action here at the 6th annual New River CTC Invitational. So 1 of 2 of the free throws are made by White. Beckley with a 5-point lead. And into the ball game, Justin Brown. He played limited minutes in the first half for the Applemen. So here's Kobe Dillon. He stays in the game, Eric, with those 3 personal fouls.
Well, you have to have him in the game here at the end of the quarter, for offense. I don't see him getting a charge. Driving to the bucket.
We hope you didn't put the whammy on him. We'll see. So it does look like Beckley will hold it for the final shot of the quarter. And whip it around. Hawthorne with it, and they'll call a foul on Brown. Really not a bad foul.
Not a bad foul, and I think they were.
Right, because it's only his first and the team's third. Beckley will have to take it out of bounds with 7.5 for the third.
The coach is yelling, make sure you get 10.
Comes into Hawthorne. On the drive, into the lane, nice pass to Walton down low. Walton shot's rejected, and that's how the third quarter is going to come to an end. At the end of 3, it's Beckley 50 and Musselman 45. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley, 103CIR.com.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
We're going to the fourth quarter here in this battle between 6-1, the Musselman Applemen against the Beckley Flying Eagles, who are 3-3. And Eric, Beckley led 16-13 at the quarter. The Applemen led by 3, 30-27 at the break, and now Beckley in front, 50-45 as we go to the final period of play, or at least we think would be the final quarter of play.
And Coach Basili for Musselman is not going to take any chance of having one of his big guns down the stretch on the bench, as he's put Woolston back in. So he just ended up setting out that last minute 15 of the third.
So the Applemen will have the first possession of the fourth quarter. 5-point Beckley lead. A well-coached team, the Applemen. Here's a 3-ball. Good. Wow, what a night that McLean is having as he drains up a 3-ball.
His 5th of the night.
So here's Beckley with their first possession of the fourth quarter. Kobe Dillon spots up trying to answer for 3. It's short, and the Applemen have the rebound and a chance to tie or regain the lead.
Will they start the quarter with a 6-0 run?
It's been a game of runs in this game here tonight. Nice cut to the basket, nice finish, give and go. Shelton, and just like that, another 5-0 run, Eric, and we're all leaving at 50. Beckley was up 50-45. You blinked, and it's 50-50.
Yeah, in a minute.
Yeah, here's Hawthorne on the drive into the lane. They go in the low post. Walton, nowhere to go. They double team him. That's good defense by the Applemen. They turn Beckley over. They had a good double team in the post. And now the Musselman Applemen with a chance to regain the lead. They whip the pass inside. There's an easy layup, as you said, Eric, right there. Mahood. And a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Applemen. And they lead by 2 now. We're not even 2 minutes into the fourth yet. And Clarity, there's a foul as Clarity went into the lane. And that's the first foul of the quarter. But that's a big foul, though, Eric. That's the 3rd foul on Mahood. So Woolston and Mahood have 3 fouls each.
Yeah, and that's both of their bigs who've actually been doing work down low against this Beckley defense.
Of course, for Beckley, Kobe Dillon has 3 fouls.
Yeah, and the only other 2, A.G. Thomas has 2, Walton and King with 2.
So Musselman up 2, and Beckley will inbound on the baseline. Musselman scored the first 7 points of this fourth quarter. Dillon into the lane, puts up a shot, and he'll draw the foul. So Kobe Dillon will step up to the free throw line with an opportunity to tie the game.
And I think that's going to be whistled on Shelton.
I think you are correct. So Kobe Dillon at the free throw line. He will shoot a pair and try to tie the game. And the first one's nothing but net. So that stops the 7-0 Appleman run. Second free throw on its way. Looks good and is. So game's tied. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 6:09 for the fourth quarter. We're all leaving at 52. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and also we have Jackie Moon and Andrew Boland that are on camera. Well, Eric, 6:09 for regulation. We're in a tie game, and it's just going to come down to maybe a play here and there, who can get the stops, and I think that's where the game will be won. As good at times as both offenses been, I think who's ever going to come up with the stop on the defensive side of the floor, the team's going to win the game.
A key turnover or something. Well, since it's been a game of runs, I don't know who's due a run, but I think no lead has been safe in this game, but I think the next run from whoever establishes that will put this game away.
Well, we're just getting into 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, and we're right where we started, all even. As out of the timeout, the Applemen look to regain the lead. Beckley in the zone this time, Eric. Good ball movement. They skip it across the zone.
Yeah, this is something different.
There's the hot hand. At short, though, there's an offensive rebound. Doesn't go. Point-blank look that time by Wolston, as he couldn't put up the missed shot by McLean. Here's Hawthorne into the lane. And now Beckley throws it away.
Yeah, that was an errant pass by Thomas there. Good idea, just a little out of the reach of Walton. Backed up, well, a turnover after a miss, force a one and done, and you just can't do that. You have to capitalize in a close contested game like this.
Well, Beckley has yet to commit a foul this quarter, and the Applemen have committed 2. And the Applemen are content to just dribble the ball while Beckley is in that zone. Here's Shelton, shoots for the lead. Back iron. Wolston skies high for the offensive rebound. Down low, the shot's up, and it doesn't go.
Missed a point, 2 point-blank layups the last 2 possessions.
Mahood misses that one, and now Beckley with a chance to regain the lead. 4.5 for regulation. Here's A.J. Thomas, open 3 ball. It's a little short, and the Applemen come out of there with the rebound. Here's Musselman with it. And A.J. Thomas gets his hands on and gets the steal. Nice defensive play. Hawthorne whips a pass to Kobe Dillon. Dillon on the drive. Little floater. Good. And Beckley regains the lead.
Good anticipation on that baseline on defense to help secure the ball. And that is the first probably transition bucket since the first quarter for Beckley.
Yeah, Thomas with the play on defense helped start that break for Beckley. Good passing, looking at this Beckley zone. And now we've got a timeout by the Applemen. So timeout on the floor, 3:39 here in the fourth quarter. Beckley up 2. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
B12.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from 1 location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group. West Virginia proud.
Welcome you back to Beckley. It's crunch time, 3:39 for the game, and Beckley with a 2-point lead, 54-52. And out of the timeout, the Applemen will have it. And they'll inbound on the side, just down from us. And here we go. So the chance to tie or perhaps regain the lead here. Here's a drive on the baseline. There's a Beckley foul. That'll be their first foul of the quarter.
Yeah, that was on Preston, not wanting to give up the baseline.
Preston Clarity was whistled for the Beckley foul. So the Applemen will inbound on the baseline. And they try to get it inside in good hands. It's knocked out of bounds. Trying to get the ball to Woolston, who was cutting to the basket.
Yeah, good cut, and that time the trail guy was Walton, and he was able to get his hand up in the passing zone, or that was going to be an easy layup.
At the conclusion of this game, we'll have our player of the game, the Pepsi player of the game. Eric and I will select who that is. And then right after our post game, we will have the president, as Beckley turns it over, we'll have the president of New River Community and Technical College, Dr. Bonnie Copenhaver, will be my guest between this game and the next game, which is Beckley girls against Spring Valley. So now here, Eric, here's Beckley with the ball and up 2.
And this is the with the possessions running out in this game, this is the one where you have to score.
And Walton turns it over. Yep. As soon as you said when they have to score, they turn the ball over.
Hey, big defensive stop by Musselman right here.
For the lead, a 3 is good. And the Applemen are back in front as once again McLean dials it up from downtown.
And he has 6 threes on the night.
Yep, he has been a weapon. A lot of twists and turns yet in this one as Kobe Dillon goes to the basket. He's stripped. So back-to-back turnovers for Beckley. And the Applemen in no hurry.
This will draw Beckley out of that zone.
Yeah, the Applemen content to hold it with the ball and a 1-point lead coming up on the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're going to have to pick up here.
Beckley's only committed 1 team foul. Here's a 3 from the far side corner, doesn't go. A.J. Thomas clears the rebound. And there's a foul on Musselman. And that will be the 4th team foul. As we watch the Little Caesars instant replay, that's, well, I think Beckley got a break on that one.
Yeah, definitely got a break on that one. I think it was just incidental contact and probably a travel.
Yeah, that's the 3rd team foul. I beg your pardon. I think I said the 4th. That's the 3rd team foul. So Beckley with a chance to regain the lead here. Thomas with it.
I think Hawthorne's going to have to beat his man off the dribble and get into the lane and create a shot.
And Beckley coach Ron Kidd wants a timeout. So let's see if it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. With 1:36 remaining here in regulation, it's a 1-point game, 55-54. So, Eric, you mentioned the strategy. You think for Beckley, they may try to go a high ball screen and try to get Hawthorne to go off the dribble.
Yeah, and I think they should sub A.J. Thomas out this possession and maybe go with a little height in case you miss this offensive shot and have a chance to. But I think you need to run a high ball screen because they're going to face guard Kobe. And I think Hawthorne with the ball in his hand can get in the lane to get an easy layup for either Walton or Fitzwater as he's in the game.
And that's right. Just what you said. Looks like that's what Beckley's going to do. They'll bring in a big Fitzwater in. A.J. Thomas will have a seat. So 1:36 remaining in regulation, and the Applemen have a 1-point lead. Beckley will put the ball in play almost directly in front of us. So we're down to crunch time. It's a big possession for both teams. And now here's Hawthorne with it. Let's see if they'll set that ball screen with Fitzwater at the head of the lane. Around the horn they go. Walton, 15-footer straight away, back iron, no good. Fitzwater will be whistled for the foul as he climbs the back of Woolston, and that'll be a foul on Beckley.
Only their 2nd team foul.
Yep. Well, Yep, just the second team foul, as Eric told you. So now, if you don't get a steal, I think you got to start fouling here, Eric, with 1:18 left in regulation.
You're running out of possessions here, running out of time.
So Walston to put it in play. The ball will come in to White. Nate White, a senior. Shelton with it now. And let's see, look like Beckley might try to play this out and not foul. There's a shot up in, it doesn't go, but there's a foul. And I'm really surprised the Applemen took that quick a shot.
And I think they got the foul on Walton there.
Mahood will go to the line. We watch the Little Caesars Pizza replay. Yeah, Walton definitely committed the foul there.
Back to the act.
So Matt Mahood, averaging 10 a game, will step to the free throw line. He will shoot 2.
He's 2 of 2 on the night.
And he misses the first free throw. And Drew Fitzwater will now check back into the Beckley lineup. So they'll go offense for defense, as you mentioned, Eric, as A.J. Thomas will have a seat.
Yeah.
Plus, on a missed free throw, if there is a missed free throw, the size of Drew Fitzwater, they can get the rebound.
And this is good coaching.
So Mahood will shoot the second shot, and it's good. He makes 1 of 2. And the Applemen with a 2-point lead. Dillon off a screen. Hawthorne wide open, shoots a 3. Not there, it's an air ball. And now if you're Beckley, you got a foul. As Wilson will bring it up. They'll spread the floor. Time running off the clock, and there's a foul by Walton. And Beckley will have to foul again.
That's
only the
fourth.
Yeah, and only the team's fourth with 31.2 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
I think you need to get someone in for Walton here because you don't want him to commit the foul.
Well, A.J. Thomas is coming in, but he'll come in for Fitzwater. And as we always talk about, Eric, this is the toughest thing to do, to get the ball in. And that's what the Applemen have to do. And they have to get the ball in from up under their basket. And they do, right down low, and we got a foul. The basket doesn't count. They'll call the foul on the floor. So it'll be free throws as Beckley over the limit. And it'll be Matt Mahood getting back to the free throw line. And that's a big play that they didn't count an and one because they easily could have counted that an and one right there.
Yeah, but the official, when he blew the whistle, I thought it was going to be an and one.
So there's an injured Beckley player down on the floor, and I guess it just looked like a cramp. I can't see who that is. Is that Walton?
No. That's Hawthorne.
Hawthorne. I couldn't tell. So Hawthorne looks like he might have to come out of the game. $30 seconds remaining here in regulation. The Applemen up 2, and they'll be shooting free throws. 2 shots coming up for Matt Mahood.
He has 18 points on the night, Maris, and he's gone to the line 5 times.
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody called a timeout. Maybe they did. I thought it was just going to be an injury timeout.
Coach Kidd called a timeout.
As they stretch out Hawthorne, but I think, though, since they have to stretch him out since he went down, I think he's going to have to come out of the game.
Not if the timeout was called.
Okay. Well, they're trying to stretch him out to see if they can put him back in with 30 seconds remaining. After our post-game show, we'll have the president of New River Community and Technical College, Dr. Bonnie Copenhagen, will sit in your chair, Eric, and I'll have a nice little brief chat with her, and then we'll get on for the nightcap. You and I will have the Beckley girls taking on Spring Valley.
Wow, this is a stat before we do the recap. Beckley's only scored 4 points in this quarter.
Yeah.
Kobe Dillon has all 4 of them.
So here's Mahood at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Applemen. And obviously these are 2 big free throw shots. He was 1 of 2 the last time at the line. Free throw on its way is good. And he's trying to make it a 2-possession game if he can knock this one down. Second free throw is also good. It's a 4-point game for the Applemen. Beckley's got to go fast, under 30 seconds remaining in regulation. Hawthorne on a drive into the lane, puts up the short shot. It doesn't go. Fitzwater with the putback and a quick timeout for Beckley to trim the lead to 2 with 18 seconds left. Don't go away, folks. We got a fantastic finish. We'll take a quick break and come right back in 30 seconds on Video Productions. We welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. 18 seconds remaining, Eric. A 2-point lead for the Applemen of Musselman. And they have to get the ball in. Of course, if you're Beckley, if you don't get the steal, you got to have a quick foul here.
Yeah, they put someone on the ball, and this is where.
And the ball's turned over, and no, they'll call a Beckley foul. They'll call a Beckley foul. I thought it was a turnover. And it'll be free throw time as we'll walk up the floor, and it'll be a couple of shots as we watch the New River and Community Technical College replay.
No.
So getting to the line will be Gavin McLean, and McLean will shoot 2. Just a second came off the clock. 16.9 left for regulation. Free throw is no good.
Wow, that was.
So McLean will now get another one. Fitzwater back in the game for Beckley. McLean's second free throw, good 3-point game, and a timeout by the Applemen. And if you're the Applemen, Eric, we'll keep it here. What will your strategy be? You have committed only 3 team fouls.
Yeah.
So I think you want to foul.
Right
off the bat. And then you want to foul again. What you don't want, if you're the Appleman, you don't want Kobe Dillon to get a look.
2 people on Kobe.
And yes.
Somebody else is shooting the 3.
Well, I think if you're them, you don't even want them to shoot a 3. You would foul and maybe send them to the line. But it definitely would foul. You got to make Beckley work to get the ball up a little bit, and then when they get the ball to midcourt, foul, and then make them take it back out.
Yeah, but that's one thing that Musselman hasn't really shown me early. That if Beckley can get it in bounds, I think with their speed, they might be able to get maybe a run out and an open look for a 3.
So let's see what Beckley will do.
I'd say they'll put somebody on the ball and definitely try to force it baseline, sideline, and just try to keep it definitely out of Kobe Dillon's hands.
The Applemen led, Beckley led 16-13 at the end of the first quarter. The Applemen led at the break 30-27. Beckley led 50-45 coming in to this fourth quarter. Beckley's only scored 6 points this quarter. And Walton will trigger it in play. And I'm sure the Applemen will put pressure so they can't roll the ball up. But they have a foul to give, and I'm sure Coach Baselli in the huddle, I'm sure he went over that with his players. So now Hawthorne's got it. 15 seconds for the game. And they will with 12 seconds left. And they'll force Beckley to take the ball out. That's the 4th team foul. So Walton will trigger it in with 12 seconds left here in regulation. Beckley down 3. Let's see how this plays out. And there's another foul, and that'll be free throw time. And I think that's a smart foul.
Yeah, that's smart strategy here.
But Hawthorne has been very good at the free throw line. With 8.2 seconds left in regulation, a 3-point game. First free throw's good. Of course, whatever happens here, if you're if he misses, you got to battle for the rebound. If he makes it, the Applemen still have to get the ball in.
Yes. And they had tremendous trouble getting that last ball in. So
here's Hawthorne trying to cut Beckley's lead with the one, and he does just that. So it's a 1-point lead, 59-58, 8.2 for regulation. The Applemen have to give the ball in. Both teams over the limit in fouls. Having a hard time getting it in, and they do, and then there's a foul. And that foul's committed by A.J. Thomas. It was a good effort by A.J. Thomas. 7.6 remaining in regulation, and we'll walk the length of the floor, and it will be McLean at the free throw line.
And that's the guy you want to shoot the free throws, as he's knocked down 6 3-pointers in this game. So Gavin McLean, the senior, you live for these moments right here. But if you're Beckley, you still have a chance because if he misses one, they won't be able to foul you.
And the first free throw is good. And as you mentioned, you're right, if you're the Applemen, you want McLean there. He's your senior leader. He's the team's leading scorer at 14 a game, and he makes the first of 2 as Fitzwater will check into the game. And you're right, if he misses this, they won't be able to foul. Trying to make it a 3-point lead. Free throw on its way. Good, he got them both. It is a 3-point lead. Here's Hawthorne with it. Hawthorne racing it up. Over to Kobe Dillon. It's a tough 3, and it's a foul. Now will it be 3 shots with 1.5?
He was definitely behind the 3-point line. He was definitely behind the 3-point line.
I haven't seen an indication yet. Yes, it will be. It'll be 3 shots.
Definitely behind the 3-point line.
And Kobe Dillon with 1.5 as we watch the replay.
I don't understand. This is the second time that Hawthorne's had the cramp, and nobody's why isn't there a trainer coming out?
Here's this final possession for Beckley, or this last possession.
No, definitely behind the line.
Clearly behind the line, as our replay indicates. And it was definitely a foul. But, Eric, that's what I'm saying. At some point, I think if this happens, I think you'll have to take him out of the game.
Well, this time you're going to.
Yeah, because you didn't have a timeout. And should this game go to overtime, don't know if he'd be available for the overtime.
Yeah, because this is the second time in the last 2 minutes. And once you get a cramp, that's tough. That is.
Yeah. They're trying to stretch him out. Meanwhile, Kobe Dillon, if he can hit all 3, Beckley can tie the game. The first one's good. But now the Applemen will still have 1.5 remaining. As Dillon now shoots the middle free throw. It's good. Now the big one, the one to try to tie the game. Free throw on its way. Got all 3 of them. 1.5 left. The Applemen are not going to call a timeout. They throw a home run pass. Here's a game-winning shot. Maybe no. The front of the rim. Overtime. We'll have extra basketball, all even at 61. We'll take a break, come back and bring you the extra session after this here on Video Productions.
You ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let them ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
We're ready for overtime, tied at 61, and the Applemen, they win the tip. They'll have first crack at it here in the extra session. It's a 4-minute overtime, tied at 61. 3 free throws made by Kobe Dillon with 1.5 seconds left in regulation, and we're all even.
Something that looms big in this game is Jalen Walton has 4 fouls.
They get the ball inside. There's a short shot up and in. Woolston and the Musselman Applemen score first in the extra session. Preston Clarity on the drive. They cut him off. Walton picks up his dribble. And one thing, Eric, we talked about, Hawthorne is not in the game because he's cramped up and he's over behind the Beckley bench being attended to.
And that puts the ball in Kobe Dillon's hand.
Well, you can see on our screen over here right behind Beckley coach Ron Kidd. Here's Preston Clarity with it. Walton into the paint. Kobe Dillon off a ball screen.
The other offense is going to have to come from Preston Clarity right now. If Kobe penetrates, Preston's going to have to be ready to knock a shot down.
Kobe Dillon off the drive. Trying to find an opening. Kobe Dillon shoots for the lead. Got it, a 3-ball, and Beckley's in front by 1. That was a deep 3 by Kobe Dillon. There's a Beckley foul. It'll be on A.J. Thomas.
And that's actually a good foul because that was going to be a layup.
Here we watch that replay. Kobe Dillon, you give him a little bit of space. Kaboom, a splashdown. And going to the free throw line will be Shelton. So soon as Beckley had regained the lead, now an opportunity for the Musselman Applemen to regain the lead. And the first free throw is not good. And Shelton will now shoot the back end of a 2-shot opportunity. Second free throw for the tie. Got it, and we're all even at 64. Under the 2-minute mark here in overtime. Kobe Dillon, a deep 3. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and the Applemen come out of there with it, and they throw it away.
Wow, that's the look that Kobe wanted.
Kobe Dillon, yeah.
Kobe Dillon wanted, and that was just tough luck. And lucky Musselman's just having a few miscues on the glass right now to give extra possessions. But if I'm Beckley, 1:48, tie ball game, I may pull it out and try to, get the best shot available.
They almost throw it away on the inbounds pass.
Well, that's a tough pass and catch right
there. That
is.
That's a hard, that looping from the baseline all the way out past the 3-point line. Here's Preston Clarity with it on the drive, gets into the lane. And Beckley had to call a timeout with 1.5 minutes remaining in overtime. And let's see if we got a full or a 30. We'll go ahead and take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Andrew Boland, Jackie Moon on camera. And boy, we've got quite a game here, Eric. We've got 1:32 remaining in the first overtime. We're all leaving at 64. It'll be Beckley's ball out of the timeout.
Yeah, and this is a key possession defensively for Musselman because with the time running down a little bit, you want to play from ahead, especially, on the road, and they need to get a stop here if you're the Musselman Applemen.
Both teams over the limit in foul, so any foul will put the other team to the line. Now, Preston Clarity had the ball in the lane when they called the timeout, but the way they do it, instead of taking it out on the side, they take the ball out up under the basket. So here's Clarity to put the ball in play for Beckley. And they'll set their offense up with Kobe Dillon. And Beckley, as you stated, Eric, maybe just try to spread the floor, maybe run the clock down, perhaps take the final shot of the overtime.
Well, I see something that bodes well for Beckley on the sideline is that that Hawthorne is running back and forth.
There's a foul, and that'll put Clarity to the line to shoot 2 with 1:07 left in overtime.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to foul there, but
No.
It's still probably not bad. Got tied up a little bit.
Yeah. McLean whistled for the foul. Right. You're right. He just got tied up. They did not want to commit the foul. So Preston Clarity will get to the free throw line to shoot 2 and try to give Beckley the lead. First free throw is good. Beckley regains the lead. Of course, Clarity made 2 big free throws like this last year before he had a foot injury that cost him the remainder of the season. It was around this time, actually it was in late December, and he made 2 big free throws for Beckley to win a game, and then he broke his foot in that game.
It was like a year ago last week, actually.
Yeah, and he misses the second one. He makes 1 of 2. So it's a 1-point Beckley lead coming up on a minute remaining here in the overtime. Woolston. It's been Woolston and McLean probably the go-to guys on this possession.
Yeah,
and here's McLean with it. Nice pass down low. Shelton thought about the 3, gets into the lane, shoots up the short shot. It won't go. Walton had it, and now he draws the foul. As Walton was able to get the rebound, as Shelton missed the short shot in the lane. And with 39.6 seconds remaining in overtime, we'll walk the length of the floor, and Walton will be at the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, none bigger than these 2 right here.
So Beckley 3-3 at 500, trying to get a game over 500. And as you mentioned, Eric, none bigger than these 2 free throws here for Walton. And the first free throw is no good. And actually, I could kind of tell he shot that flat, didn't have really any arc on it when he shot the ball. Here comes the big one. Hawthorne looks like he's ready to check back into the game. Walton's second free throw. He missed them both. And that does 2 things. 1, you don't get the points, and 2, Hawthorne doesn't check back into the game because of the miss.
And now Musselman, if you're Musselman, you can play it out and try to get the win.
Yeah, you can hold it for the final shot.
And this is where they need to go. Jalen Walton has 4.
And 1, no. The ball hung on the iron, as you called it, Eric, and you know that's where they want to go to Woolston. They got what they wanted, the Applemen, down low, and the shot dangles across the iron. It doesn't go, but Woolston will get to the line to try to give the Applemen the lead. Is watch this play, this isolation in the low post.
And did they call that on A.J. Thomas? And definitely was a foul, but Walton checks out of the game.
Hawthorne will check into the game, and Fitzwater will have a seat. The game's tied with 18.5 seconds remaining in overtime, and Woolston will try to give the Applemen a 1-point lead, and he does. Now Beckley can play it out. What do you think, Eric? Take the final shot with about 4 seconds left?
Hey, take the best available shot. Yeah, but I think that's what they're going to do.
We're going to keep it here as Beckley calls the timeout with 13.9. And I think you're right, Eric. I think with little time left in the game, I think if you're Beckley, that when the ball comes in, I think you got to go right away. I don't think you want to hold it for a couple seconds. I think you got to attack the basket and have your bigs. Fitzwater maybe check back into the game with Walton. Try to use your bigs that if you miss the shot, you can get a putback.
Yeah, because I think your offense gets stagnant. I think you got to run some offense and maybe put pressure on them to foul, as you're attacking the basket. But you're exactly right. I don't wait until like 4 seconds. I'm at least going to engage my offense about the 9-second mark, so you can have a chance to get a rebound in case of a miss.
Because, Eric, I think if you're Beckley, if you wait too late to attack, you might get caught up in a position, you get double teamed, and then you might have to force up maybe a turnover. You have to maybe force to shoot maybe a shot maybe that you didn't want.
And so right now the 2 timeouts that they had to burn because of Hawthorne getting cramps, going to come back, to right now because they have no timeouts.
They don't have any timeouts left.
And what you just stated could happen because if you get in a trap scenario, you're not going to be able to get bailed out with the timeout.
So I think if Beckley, the minute they throw it in, I think they should attack. We'll see what they do.
And Drew Fitzwater, as you stated.
Yep, back in the game, a 1-point lead for the Applemen. Walton will trigger the ball and play right here in front of us. So the ball comes in, and Hawthorne has it.
Six seconds, you got to go.
Get the ball to Dillon. Kobe Dillon on the drive. Hawthorne for the lead, for the win. No! And the Applemen have defeated Beckley 66-65 in overtime as Hawthorne's cramping up, and good sportsmanship by the players of Musselman to help him up. He had a good look, and he's not able to knock down the game-winning shot, and it comes up short, and the Applemen have come into Beckley and beat the Flying Eagles in overtime 66-65. Musselman is now 7-1. Beckley falls a game under. They are 3-4. We'll take a break, come back, recap, give you the numbers of this thrilling game. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza. Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
14 points.
Yeah. And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and we just had a wild finish in overtime. As the score says, 0-0. It was actually 66-65 in favor of the Musselman Applemen. They go to 7-1. Beckley will fall to 3-4. It was 16-13 Beckley at the end of the quarter. The Applemen led 30-27 at the break. Beckley led 50-45 at the end of 3. And then Kobe Dillon, as you mentioned, Eric, during the break, he was cool as the other side of the pillow as Kobe Dillon stepped up to the line and made 3 free throws with 1.5 seconds left in regulation to put the game in overtime, tied at 61. And then the Applemen able to hold Beckley. Beckley got a last chance effort to win the game. Hawthorne had a good look, and he missed from straight away. And the Applemen defeat Beckley 66-65. You have some numbers.
Yeah, the final scoring numbers for Musselman Mares, they were led by Gavin McLean with 23, but Troy Woolston really came up big. He had 14, but I think he controlled their offense, from the big man position and really helped carry them to victory this evening. And Kobe Dillon, of course, led Beckley with 25. Hawthorne had 14 and Jalen Walton 12. Preston Clary with 7. But this is the one stat I want to give you. Going into the overtime, Beckley was 13 of 13 from the free throw line, and they promptly went 1 of 4 in overtime.
The difference in the game.
The difference in the game.
And our Pepsi player of the game will go to the Applemen's Troy Woolston, who was able to make the final 2 free throws that gave the Applemen the victory.
Yeah, and he was big in the post. I knew he was going to be the go-to guy. He almost came away with a three-point play, and my hat's off to Musselman traveling down and really getting the victory.
Before we say goodbye to this game, Eric, I know you're going to go get us some numbers for the next game, which is the Beckley girls against Spring Valley, and I'm going to have the president of New River Community Technical College, Dr. Bonnie Copenhagen, is going to join us, and we're going to take a minute break, and then that'll give us enough time to get Dr. Copenhagen situated. We'll be back in 1 minute with Dr. Copenhagen here on Video Productions.
Mid-State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza. Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as the game just went final. That boys' game, a thrilling game in overtime as Musselman defeats Beckley 66-65. Now we have the president of New River Community and Technical College. That is Dr. Bonnie Copenhagen. And Doctor, we appreciate you joining us here at courtside. And first of all, I got to say, once again, this is the 6th year you guys have done this, and it gets better and better every year. What a fabulous event that you guys do.
Oh, I appreciate that. It is a wonderful event. 6 years ago, my first day of work as president at New River was the very first basketball tournament day. And it was a one-day event that year. And I came for about half an hour that night when I got off of work and learning about it. And it's been fabulous to watch it grow.
Yeah.
From 1 day to now 5 days.
Your staff has been unbelievable. I know Mike Green heads up that.
Yes,
and
he
of course,
does.
I know Mike back when he was in high school. I was broadcasting his games when he was playing, and Mike was part, as you look up at the banners,
Yep.
Mike was part of that 1992 Beckley State Championship team. So that's how far back I go with Mike Green, and he's done an excellent job, and the entire staff. And in fact, I know a lot of the people that work there, and a lot of them are very local people,
Yes.
and they bring a lot to the college.
They do. I have an amazing team all the way, everybody that works at New River, regardless of the campus. Everybody loves this region, and they love New River, and that makes events like this come together so easily and smoothly, and it's what I think makes them successful, because they're doing this for the home team and the home crowd and all the people who live here.
Well, your spring semester is getting ready to start in a week. Have you got any new programs coming up for the spring?
Yes, the new program, we have surgical technologists. If you work in a hospital, they're usually called scrub techs. These are the people that work in the OR and hand the surgeons equipment and do other things during an actual operation. So that program kicks off. Our very first cohort starts this January.
So I know you're excited about that.
I'm very excited. This took a while to put together, and it's nice to see it come to fruition and get ready to start. And I know we have several students already in it, ready to go.
Well, that's great. Of course, as you sit down, you learn that our producer and director, the heavy hitter,
Yes.
Mr. Nick Eskins, is a student at New River.
Yes, he's in our social services program, and that's another one of our very large programs, actually, very popular program. A lot of our students can go straight to work after the 2-year program, and then others will go on usually to Concord and finish up their bachelor's in social work. And over the years, there are plenty of people now who have master's in social work that are graduates of that program and still work locally.
Of all the other things he's learned at the college, he's learned how to keep me in line, too. So that's a plus,
Ooh,
too.
bonus.
Yes, it's a big bonus.
Leadership skills.
Yes,
on the
he
side.
does. Yes, he does.
I
That's
like
why
that.
he has the nickname the heavy hitter.
I like that.
That's why
I
we call
like
him that. So what's your take thus far on the basketball tournament? So how big of a basketball fan have you become? Maybe you're a bigger fan now than you were when you first started?
I am, actually, yeah. And what's been so fun is I've had the privilege to watch every single ball game from tournament 2 all the way up till now. And I've watched long enough that I've seen players go from freshmen and sophomores into graduate and watch them throughout their whole sport career in high school. And you start remembering them and remembering which team they're on. So that has been very exciting. And I've really enjoyed having middle school back this year, getting to watch a different crowd, a little younger crowd. And of course it's always great fun when the Special Olympics play, or the Special Olympic team play.
Well, you guys have got 28 games, and then speaking of the Special Olympics, that makes 29 games, and that makes for a great week of basketball.
It does. It's a lot to watch and take in, but I love every minute of it. I wouldn't trade it, and I wouldn't miss anything.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview with me. I know your seat's across the way.
It is.
So I don't want it to get cold. I'm going to let you go back, and we appreciate as we get ready for the final game of this particular day on this Wednesday. We'll be in game number 10. We're not even halfway through.
We are not.
We've had 2 full days. We're not even halfway through this event
I
yet.
know.
How about
Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Well, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it, and I always love to talk to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you in the near future.
Thank you.
All right. That's
Bye.
the president of the New River Community and Technical College, Dr. Bonnie Copenhager. We will take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll get you ready for the next game, which is the Beckley girls game, as the Lady Flying Eagles will take on Spring Valley, and that'll come up here momentarily here on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
We welcome you in as we're ready for the 10th game and the final game of the day. This is day 2, game 10, and it'll be a girls' game between Spring Valley and the Lady Flying Eagles of Beckley Woodrow Wilson. Well, Eric Thomas has gone across the way to get a lineup. That's one of the things we didn't have anything on Spring Valley. So we're going to take a quick break and kind of do a little homework here, and then we'll be right back, and we'll dive into our pregame show, as it'll be Beckley and Spring Valley girls basketball coming up next here on Video Productions.